Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everybody, and welcome to Beyond Standards community. It's your Captain Shanks once again with some more BFME action. And this is gonna be a video commentary of all the replay on gamereplays.org. It's gonna be a 2v2 on the map Anorian with a great matchup. And as always, I hope that you're gonna enjoy every single second of your stay. If you do, please make sure to hit that like button and definitely subscribe for more content like this. Before losing any time, let's get right into it, and we're gonna start with the game. Here we go, guys. As on the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Isengard player, Tony Parker. Tony Parker's ally on the top left side of the map is gonna be the blue Rohan player, Ginobili. Their enemies on the top right side gonna be the green Mordor player, Zozo Naza. And his ally on the bottom right side gonna be the orange Gondor player, Zozo Ra. So I'm assuming that this was a clan wars and everyone is using some different names. But let me tell you that much, those players are great players, so we can expect a beautiful game. And I also like this matchup a lot, which includes all 4 different factions of Battle for Middle-earth 1. On the left side we have Rohan Eisen, and on the right side we have Gondor Mordor. They have the power spikes. I mean, it's gonna matter about the time when they're gonna be really strong. Mordor, Gondor, they're gonna be strong early on, just like Rohan and Isengard with the war chant being used on those 2 peasants and on those Urukai. The Gondor Mordor team, they will have a double land advantage over the Rohan Eisen. Later on, Isengard will have rain, which is gonna counter the Mordor, but Mordor can get some catapults on the field. What is important in this matchup is that Mordor needs to survive the early rush, the first rush. It's really hard to defend against war chanted peasants. Also interesting choice from Mordor to start with the Tainted Land. I actually don't like it. I'm a bigger fan of the Eye of Sauron, and in the worst case scenario the Gondor player could go for the Elven Wood by himself. Eye is just so powerful, and if you're about to last it a lumber mill with your soldiers, for example, and the Eye will be used for that, and your soldiers, they will be immediately ranking up to level 2, and then they will be really hard to deal with. He is trying to repair. Hobbit is also being helpful. The Urukai, they gotta be careful. They won't be able to take this down. There are a bunch of lumber mill workers repairing this lumber mill, as you can see. And since Gondor has Mordor as ally, he needs to go for more farms inside his base to get cheaper Gondor knights on the field. Heal ability has been used from the Gondor player. That's a fight you don't wanna take actually. The Hobbit in the back is gonna put in some nice work. There are still a bunch of peasants, and with that being said, that was what I was talking about. And by the way, if you didn't notice, Isengard was picking up those 2 mills here. So if Gondor went for the Elven Wood and would place it here in between, it would have permanently the buff going on. And if Mordor player would be using the Eye of Sauron, he will have the 40% increased armor from the Elven Wood, and then additional 50% increased damage, as well as 100% increased combat experience from the Eye of Sauron. And yeah, I mean, going for the heal is not the worst thing to do, because that's gonna get you faster to that point when you get your Gandalf the White power points. But I would say Mordor should be definitely starting with Eye of Sauron instead. Rohan won't be able to take down this lumber mill. Mordor is always putting in some nice work with those lumber mill workers, denying and delaying that from happening. He has currently 4 slaughterhouses within inside this base. We're gonna get the first Gondor Knight on the field pretty soon, and the first Rohirrim are already on the field. Just because Rohan has cheaper horses, cheaper stable, and he has also 1 additional farm outside, since he's playing with Isengard while the Gondor player is playing with Mordor. And it's a quite interesting strategy which you see a lot. If Mordor, especially on the map Anorian, gets FOL ally, with that being said, I mean Rohan or Gondor, Mordor in like 99% of all cases will be grabbing himself 3 lumber mills instead of 2. Nice one. Hobbit was able to cloak himself. I like it. Ra is asking for Eye. Eye is being active. He's gonna move the Eye. And with the Eye's leadership, he should be able to secure that for himself. Is War Chant ability available? The answer is no. But those Gondor Knights are pretty damaged. You need to keep in mind that Eye does not give you armor. So yeah, you will be dealing much more damage. But since your Gondor Knights are already a bit damaged, you should not take the fight. Unless your heal is available. By the way, Rohan was already able to unlock the heal ability for himself. With War Chant being active on those Rohirrim, Gondor needs to be careful. His ally, the Mordor player, is pinging him. He was almost losing a battalion of those Gondor Knights. Will be barely able to get away. The Palantir is not ready, so he can just run normally without having to make circles. But I think Gondor player thinks that the Palantir is active. Nah, he actually doesn't think so. Oh, wait. Somehow they are still faster. He was even able... What's going on here? Quite interesting stuff happening. Will he be able to get away? That's the question. Imagine you lose your Gondor Knights. Oh my godness. Not even close, I gotta say. That was quite interesting. We have Lurtz on the field in the meantime. Forgot to mention that one. He was able to secure this creep on the bottom side of the map. He got already level 3. Will be not losing any time, but immediately using Carnage. 2 hitting the Troll. The Troll in his reach mode is gonna knock him down. It's just gonna delay, but after Lord secures that, he will be really close to the rank 5 ability, which is gonna be the leadership, which is gonna be super important because later on they gotta deal with the trolls. Quite late troll cage coming up. I personally don't think that you need Lurtz against Gondor Mordor when you are Isengard and your ally is Rohan. Remember, Rohan has Theoden, which is giving you 50% increased damage and armor, and you have War Chant on top of that. So I would say getting ready faster, you know, with faster upgrades, faster units on the field, especially after having a great start, especially the fact that Mordor just got his troll cage up. But that's a nice move from Gondor, I like it. Look at that, Alvin Wood in the combination of the Eye of Sauron, he was able to deal so much damage, even forcing his enemy to use War Chant. Now he can just peel away, and what the Gondor player needs to do at this point is just buy time, because the Mordor player here on the top right side is far from being ready. Alright, Lurtz is almost rank 5, that means additional 60% increased damage, which is great, but keep in mind, they have to fight against double land, and what land does is negating the enemy leadership, so they gotta kinda play around it. I like the way that Mordor is just randomly using his land in front of his own base, because that's gonna, you know, give him more space to act on, and that's gonna force the enemy units to move around that. Alright, Gondor is pressuring nicely. He has already he has only forged blades. Does he have 3 horses on the field? He has only 2 horses on the field. Heavy armor just purchased on the blacksmith. But he doesn't have a shield just yet. This Lurtz is level 5, that's great. What is this Rohan doing? I mean, as Rohan you have some different playstyle opportunities here when you have, you know, Isengard as ally and you are playing against Mordor Gondor. You can be the sportive faction, you know, just like he does, by the middle, make stage whiz, and then try to get your Theoden and later on Aragorn on the field for the leadership bonus for your allied units. Or you try to go for the upgrades instead, and then you try to go for the rushes, which is also something you can do, especially after having a great start. If you don't have a great start, you need to keep in mind that the trolls from Mordor, they're gonna be on the field pretty soon, and then it's probably better to go for the sportive start. I mean, as Rohan, you have really so many different options here. You can go Rohirrim archers, for example. They're gonna be really strong with the War Chant, with Theoden. That's not gonna stop you from that's not gonna stop you from doing what you're doing when the enemy has trolls on the field, just like it does right now. If you have Rohirrim archers on the field, that's gonna force Mordor play super defensively with all of his units inside the space. With the help of the Rohirrim archers, you can easily take the control of those settlements. They're not gonna be only strong against trolls, but they're also gonna be strong against the Knights of Gondor, and later on even against the Gandalf himself. And yeah, you can play this, what he's doing, even though I'm not a huge fan. This way you are relying so much on your ally, and you yourself, you can't really do much because you're gonna be super late with your upgrades and everything, what's gonna matter. And if your ally doesn't do well, you're gonna lose, lose the game. That's why I'm a bigger fan of getting Rohirrim archers early on. You know, before you get the upgrades, make Theoden Rohirrim archers and be much more active with the Rohirrim archers. Kill those trolls, or in the worst case scenario, you will be just able to force them inside the base. And yeah, we're gonna have a fight here with 3 combos. We have Lurtz leadership, Theoden leadership, Vorchand is gonna be ready as well. Rohan has now the Elven Wood by himself, that's great. Isengard still needs 1 point. Here you can actually go with the Tainted Land by yourself. I mean, yeah, you can go kinda with the... but yeah, let's see. Okay, will be covered immediately. Does Gondor have land? Yes, Gondor has land, but he's not gonna cover it, which is smart. Lurtz has been taken down. I think they didn't even notice that Rohan... I mean, they have to notice, obviously. And even on this allied land, the trolls were able to take down those combos, which is quite interesting. It's just really important how to focus with your combos, because you have so much leadership going on. You have like, what? Let's count that. You have 60% from Lurtz, 50% from Vorchand, and 50% from Theoden. That means in total you have 160% increased damage on your combos, which is crazy if you think about it. And that, with that being said, and the fact that Mordor didn't even have Witch King on the field and Darkness, he has only the leadership from the Drama Troll, you should be still able to one-shot those trolls. But what you gotta do is you need to select your combos one by one and command them attacking one by one, instead of, you know, grouping them and then right-clicking on one of these trolls. Because regardless how much damage leadership you have, remember, armor leadership in Battle for Middle-earth 1 is kept. So once the trolls manage to reach out to you, and once they manage to hit you, they're gonna knock you down and they're gonna one-shot your combos anyway. So your goal is split your combos, make sure that the one swing of the troll with the tree in his hands not gonna demolish all your combos at once, and then try to split the attack commands. So you command to attack with your combos on every single troll at the same time. So the one combo attacks on this troll, the other combo attacks obviously on the other troll. Alright, but on the bright side, he didn't lose too much, he's recovering. But we're gonna have Witch King soon on the field from the Mordor player. He has this lumber mills up on the field now for quite a long time. Look at that, this one is even level 2. Okay, this one's got destroyed before. And yeah, Gondor is trying to do some rushes here, fighting greatly for the map control. I like the way that he has so many settlements around, and Rohan can't really contest. That's the whole promise about that. If you don't have upgrades by yourself, you can't do nothing about it. But we have Legolas on the field, which is quite interesting, to be honest. Legolas is not gonna be useful in this one. I mean, later on maybe again, but he has also Aragorn on the field. So he needs to definitely now switch to some more unit power. This is the land from Isengard, by the way. And what? Gondor still has his land available, so I think they covered themselves. I'm pretty positive that this Elven Wood was from Rohan, and they were thinking that it's from Gondor. That might be a really bad thing. They're gonna wait for the Witch King. Witch King is gonna be on the field soon. We have still highly ranked trolls on the field, and because of the Tainted Land, he's far away from getting rain. Now with the Witch King, it's gonna be even harder, and Gondor has his Elven Wood ability available, will be covering both lands at once. He was just covering his ally lands as well, which is not very good. And now they can't even cover. There was a bad team communication here by the Isengard Rohan team. The trolls are not even needed, since the Gondor Knights are smashing those combos. They also gain the leadership from the Witch King. Nice Hulk Strike ability here, I like it on those Gondor Knights, very well done. But you don't want to overcommit. The Drama Troll is not as fast as trolls when they are raging, when they are charging at enemy units. So you need to always make sure that your Drama Troll is around your trolls to give leadership. And I would always suggest you to get at least 2 Drama Trolls on the field. The reason being for that is they're gonna gain leadership from each other. So they will have 50% increased armor by themselves. Its damage doesn't really matter, because they are not supposed to deal damage. But this way they're not gonna be easily taken down. Because if the enemy is smart, if the enemy sees, oh okay, my enemy has only 1 Drama Troll on the field, let me take him down real quick, and then you're gonna lose a really important chunk of your leadership. We have Eowyn on the field with the smite ability. It's gonna burst him down to 50% health. And in the meantime, we're gonna have a rush happening. And Alvin special summon as well here from the orange Gondor player. And the elves, they're gonna hit like a truck. Don't underestimate them because of the Witch King's leadership being around. Rohan is overcommitting here, which is a mistake in my opinion, but look, that's what I'm talking about. The trample basically does nothing. Legolas is also on the field. Witch King gotta be careful though. Eowyn doesn't have her smite ability ready, can't really do much. That's gonna be defended, but there are some highly ranked, even rank 10 Gondor Knight battalions. He continues rushing, I like it. Just avoid fighting, focus on the structures, look the damage output on those rank 3 furnaces. It is actually crazy. And this is so important if you are able to take down those structures. Eowyn's smite ability has been used again. Witch King will still be able to survive. Now with the Witch King not being around, Gondor needs to peel away, but unfortunately for the Gondor player, he just lost his rank 10 Gondor Knight battalion. Is Gandalf coming on the field any soon? Let me check. He has the power points he needs. He has collected around 4,000 resources, so Gandalf should be joining the battlefield pretty soon. The middle was unprotected in the meantime, so what you can do is just scout with your Gondor Knights, and once you see Isengard is coming with all of his units, just like Rohan does, to defend the main base, you can always sneak to the mid camp here from Rohan. Those structures are quite squishy, and if you kill them, and if the enemy doesn't manage to destroy them or demolish them in time, you're gonna get a lot of power points and experience. So that's why Isengard, no matter what, has to keep at least one, if not 2 combos in the middle here all the time. Okay, Gandalf is gonna be joining the battlefield soon. Do we gonna see any catapults? Yes, we do. We can't really blame Mordor for that, because in this matchup you're gonna need katas to deal with the Isengard Rohan team. They are heavily in advantage in terms of leadership, and they have a way to negate your leadership with the freezing rain. So once freezing rain is active, and let me tell you that much, those trolls, they're gonna die like flies. And for that you need to have something on the field that can actually deal with the combos, and there is nothing more effective than catapults. And yeah, rain is gonna be ready. By the way, this is the land from Isengard. I don't know about that. That's overcommitting here. The trolls, they're not gonna gain leadership back when the land's gonna cover. They are still putting in some nice work. I don't know, man, this is a really bad focus here from the Isengard player. How those trolls, actually all of them are still alive. That's crazy. You gotta split your combos, you gotta press on them, and then in the worst case scenario, if you don't want to right click, just press X, and then they're gonna split automatically into different directions. But this should not be happening. Like, you know, this is just too much. Those trolls, they don't have leadership, and still Isengard was not able to do anything. Witch King should be still able to survive. Now Legolas was able to finish him, but in reverse, in return, he will be taken down by the trolls. Legolas now being rank 7, ladies and gentlemen. That's huge. Reviving him costs you 1,920 though, and that also with 3 statues, so without them it's gonna be much more expensive. But if he manages to get Legolas back on the field, rank 7 Legolas is gonna hit like a truck. And if you somehow are gonna be able to catch this Gandalf the White with your arrow wind ability, and only Gandalf the White, you will be also able to take him down. But also without that, all the basic attacks, including the Hawk Strike ability from Legolas, is gonna hit like a truck. Alright, the siege is gonna begin. We have not too many catapults on the field, so I'm assuming that Isengard could go for it. Rohan still does not have any upgrades going on for himself, but he has an archery range up on the field. So at this point, Rohirrim Archer is not gonna be too necessary. I mean, you can get them later on the field. Now he has the upgrades he needs, beside the Horseman Shields. But if they lose the middle, but yeah, that's the whole promise. So he is using the trolls exclusively to go out. Wait, Eowyn got knocked down. That's gonna be the end of Eowyn. Darkness will be used. Eowyn is gonna survive. Just get away with her, man. And he's just gonna commit now to the middle. I think the rain is still being active. Otherwise, those trolls, they would not take any damage. But Witch King is being that, as we know. Darkness is being active. In the meantime, we have Rush happening on the bottom left side. I missed that one, my bad. He was even able, with the help of the Guns of the White, with the Lightning Sword ability, to take down the Citadel. Theoden, gotta be careful, there are still elves on the field. He's rank 2.5, 1.5 rank away from getting rank 4 to unlock his glorious charge ability. Eye of Sauron was used, the middle has been destroyed, and Mordor now will be able to capture this middle for himself. And now we're gonna get the workshop up on the field. Now he's gonna cancel that. He doesn't really need it at this point, because Isengard is being in a really rough situation. He has still decent amount of resources. He has no Saruman on the field, but he can get him on the field once the Sitter is up. And Rohan was not able to touch those lumber mills for a quite long time, so Mordor is getting a lot of resources during the last 5 minutes. And yeah, you gotta fight for the map control. And like I always like to say, I mean, map control is everything, you know, in Battle for Middle-earth 1, 2, and also Rise of the Witch King. You need to think about it like that. The second you are not being active on the map, your enemy is getting free resources. And it's not a big deal to just send out your Rohirrim and be annoying. Even if you are not being able to take down the lumber mills, but being there, being around, it's gonna put so much pressure on your enemy, and he needs to pay attention. He needs to pay attention. That might, you know, cause him to not pay attention on other important things. But right now Mordor was having the time of his life, you know, building up slowly but surely. And I would say if the Isengard Rohan team would be playing a bit more proactive, they could have done so much better. And also the fight with the combos against trolls was quite questionable. But yeah, focus on the next fight. Freezing Rain has been used, but there are still highly ranked trolls on the field. In the meantime, you gotta make a choice, because Gondor is inside your base. What you gonna do about it? Lurtz is trying to aim for the Gandalf the White, who is trying to get away, but he's gonna miss the ability. If he's not gonna he's gonna cancel it. Very well done. You have a range, but I was talking about that in the Isengard guide, by the way. If you didn't check it out, make sure to check it out. And yeah, I like the way Gondor is playing. He's getting so much power points. Isengard was not paying attention and was not in time to demolish. They are pinging each other, but you gotta do something about it. What is he doing? It looks like they want to go for the middle, but you can't really ignore that. But Legolas is here. Never mind. Legolas, the one-man army. Look how he's hitting like a truck. Almost rank 8 now. And Isengard, Rohan, they're gonna go for the middle. We have Saruman now on the field. Lurtz is on the field. Aragorn, Theoden. So everything what Eisen Rohan offers in terms of leadership is being on the field. But is this gonna be enough? That's the question. We have another Siege Works up on the middle. Witch King is back on the field. Rain is still being active. And we have so many catapults, but if you don't deal with them now, you can't deal with them later, because it's not gonna be less, but much more. Worm Tongue ability has been used. He was successfully able to take down 2 trolls and a drama troll under his own control. The eagles are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Eagle special summon. But if he's just gonna focus the eagles, he will be able to take them down within seconds. Saruman has been taken down with a shot of this catapult. And Legolas is using his arrow wind. He's like, when my ally can do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take those eagles down. Heal ability has been used from the Rohan player. The eagles are gone, but the catapults are smashing and destroying Isengard. He can't do anything about that. And yeah, he has basically left nothing. He also lost his Saruman in the last fight. And Rohan has his heroes still around. Watch out for this Legolas, like mentioned before. He is going to hit like a truck. Eowyn is on the field. I mean, Rohan is trying his best, but Isengard not being able to reach to the middle because there are so many catapults. And the main problem here is Mordor is being a monster in the late game, okay? If Mordor gets enough time and enough resources during the time, he will build up a defense, he will build up an army worth the Sauron, okay? And yeah, that's Sauron's army right there. I don't know, this is so bad. You gotta play much more proactive against Mordor. You need to play much more with much more pressure. And they didn't, and they were not able to take down the trolls without the rain and with the rain. And Gondor in the meantime was buying time. I mean, we gotta give credits to Gondor as well. He was trying to buy some time, successfully being able to buy some time for his ally. Tony Park has been defeated. It's just gonna be a matter of time. The Isengard is gonna surrender, and the victory in this beautiful game on Anodian goes to Gondor Mordor team on the right side of the map. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. If you do, please make sure to like the video and subscribe for more content like this. We are streaming also every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday on Twitch, twitch.tv/Beyond Standards. The link is gonna be in the description below. Make sure to join my stream and leave a follow. And if you wanna be a part of the Discord community, if you wanna check me out on Facebook or whatsoever, all those links you're gonna need are gonna be in the description below. This channel is basically all about those nostalgic games, you know, Battle for Middle-earth 1, 2 and Rise of the Witch King, and hopefully soon also Battle for Middle-earth 2 Reforged, I mean. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. What was your favorite moment? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself, and as always, stay beyond standards. Peace, guys.